The shame is always a result of something mental going on within you. It's a mental criticism going on in your mind that's saying, you're no good. You're not manifesting. Others are, not you. You're not manifesting. You're not able to. Everyone else is, but not you. For example, these could be some of the thoughts that are going on for you to experience shame. It's almost like you're embarrassed for yourself that you're not able to do what others are. All of these are of the ego mind. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Irresistible and I'm a manifestation and soul realignment coach. My channel is geared towards helping you become your highest potential so that you can create and live the extraordinary life that is your birthright. In today's video, I'll be talking about what to do if you are experiencing shame on your manifesting journey, whether it's because your manifestation is delayed or because you're not manifesting. But before we get started, just a quick reminder that I offer both email and video coaching. So if you need help in manifesting any of your desires or in releasing any of your blocks, you definitely want to check out my coaching options. They are all in the description below. And I'd like to invite you to subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon if you'd like to receive a notification anytime I upload a new video. This video is a request by one of my lovely clients who asked me for guidance on how to deal with shame on the manifesting journey with respect to either being delayed, taking time to manifest, or simply just not manifesting. So I thought this would be a very good topic because I have seen different people feel a lot of self-criticism around not being fast enough in manifesting or simply not being able to manifest. So let's dive into what this feeling of shame really is. The shame is always a result of something mental going on within you. It's a mental criticism going on in your mind that's saying, you're no good. You're not manifesting. Others are, not you. You're not manifesting. You're not able to. Everyone else is, but not you. For example, these could be some of the thoughts that are going on for you to experience shame. It's almost like you're embarrassed for yourself that you're not able to do what others are. All of these are of the ego mind. These are all opposing thoughts, though they may not be directly related to your desires, such as I'm not lovable, I'm not chosen or pursued, or I'm not worthy of having all the money I desire, or I'm not worthy of having health and well-being. It's not directly related to the desire, it's related to the manifesting process, which too is an opposing thought. The thing with this is the reason this shame is perpetuating, or this feeling like you can't manifest is perpetuating, is because you are fueling these thoughts. I've spoken so much about how to deal with opposing thoughts on my channel, and I will share it again here, but you may want to watch some of my other videos. The opposing thoughts are thoughts that you need to not fight. So they are thoughts that may pop up that you need to be okay with the fact that they pop up. Like, don't try to feel shame around having these thoughts pop up, because we are human and they're going to pop up so long as we're fueling them. In such a case, you should, and this applies to all sorts of opposing thoughts, no matter what they are, whether they're for the manifesting process or for your desire. I actually talk about what opposing thoughts are as well, because not all thoughts that are negative are really opposing thoughts. I share what these are in this video. But in this example, when you're saying, everyone else can manifest, not me. Oh, it's taking me so long. I'm doing something wrong. I really don't have what it takes to manifest. This is very hard for me. I feel so bad that this is so hard for me. All of these are thoughts that you are feeling around the manifesting process. So these thoughts are building momentum because you're fueling them. And so how to deal with these opposing thoughts? You need to, first of all, not be bothered that these pop up to begin with. Every person has thoughts that may pop up momentarily. It's about what you do with them afterwards. So I may have a thought that comes up. I just notice it. I notice, oh, this is what my mind is saying right now. My mind is feeling or is thinking that I'm not good enough, or I can't seem to get this one desire. You notice it. You notice it and you don't fuel it. By noticing the physical mind at work, the ego mind at work, you're able to disconnect from it. You become the awareness behind that. That's not who you are. You are not your thoughts. You are not your mind. The mind operates in and of itself, and you are observing it. So observing it with no judgment, because if you're observing it and thinking, but why am I doing this? Why do I keep thinking this? You're fueling it. If you just observe it, no need to convince yourself of anything. You don't need to convince yourself, well, yeah, I am actually a very good manifester because of XYZ. You don't have to even do that. You just observe it with zero judgment, with zero attempt to convince your mind of otherwise. You don't have to convince your mind. Just observe it. It will go away on its own. It will stop showing up for you. You will stop feeling those feelings of shame. The reason the shame is coming up for you to begin with is because you have fueled that thought. If you notice the thought, you allow it to disappear. And even if you fueled it for a while, maybe you've been fueling it for 3 months and you're feeling immense amount of shame, just noticing that this is coming from your mind, it's self-critical. This is not your soul. Your soul is very self-loving. Your soul is very gentle. There's zero judgment. There's pure awareness and zero judgment. The judgment is all of the mind. That duality, those negative feelings are always of the mind. When you're aligned with your soul, it's pure awareness. It's pure, gentle, loving awareness. It's actually skewed in the direction of love. It's pure observation. There's no negative thoughts going on. When you do that, you're essentially allowing yourself to stop perpetuating it. So even if you've been fueling it for 3 months or 5 months or 1 year or whatever amount of time, you're able to notice it. And Eckhart Tolle talks about this. He talks about when you are starting to disengage from the pain body, that's what he calls it, the pain body, it's going to start slowly losing momentum. It's just about you remaining in that awareness. And when you notice it again, the shame thoughts coming up because you've perpetuated them for a while. But I promise you, once you start noticing and going into that gentle awareness, with noticing that this is your mind at work, and to be super gentle with yourself, knowing that you can't ever be doing anything wrong. That's the mind telling you're doing anything wrong. You never miss the boat. You never miss the opportunity to reach where you want to reach. So you want to always be gentle with yourself. This is your unique journey. Doesn't make you any less behind. The fact that you are even watching videos about law of assumption shows you're already of a higher consciousness. Most people are in an unconscious state, completely going on autopilot. They have no clue of what they're doing. So the fact that you are noticing yourself, first of all, you want to look at it from a positive perspective, that you are aware of the shame that you're holding. The fact that you are even aware of it is a very positive step. Some people don't even notice that they're doing that. So that's the first thing. The second thing is you want to work on recognizing the mind at work. And when you do that, you're already in your spirit. You're already aligned with the I am within you, because you can't be aware of a thought and be in your mind at the same time, if that makes sense. Being aware of the mind at work, the mind saying, I can't manifest, I'm not good at manifesting, I seem to be falling behind, everybody else can do it, I can't do it. You're noticing it and allowing yourself to be in that observation or conscious awareness of what's going on. You're automatically aligned with the I am within you, with the awareness behind the thoughts. That's your spirit, your soul. When you're in that state, you start to stop these thoughts from showing up. And even if they show up again, just by bringing your awareness to them with no judgment around them coming up, they're going to start dissolving. They're going to dissolve. The only reason they're perpetuating is because you're fueling them. You're fueling them by giving truth to them, by believing them, by identifying with them. Whereas when you just simply notice that that's the ego mind at work, the ego mind is so concerned with itself, with its identity relative to other people. That's what it does. It's all about separating me from others. It's about me versus them. And it's like looking at itself from a bad point of view. So that's the ego mind. Of course, when it's coming from a loving place, it's very good, right? So you want to perpetuate the good assumptions that you have, the things that empower you, because everything you assume has to manifest. And so when you say, I'm really great, I'm very good at manifesting, and you believe that, and you start believing that, you're going to also manifest that. So we always want to fuel the positive assumptions, the things that empower us. And what's a positive assumption for me may not be a positive assumption for you. This is all very relative. Assumptions are very relative. So it's all just about recognizing the physical ego mind at work. I always talk about this. You want to separate it from you. It's like a helmet you remove and you put on the table. That's my ego mind talking here. Just release the judgment. Release it. There's nothing wrong. And because when you do that, that's when you start creating the opposite of it. So long as you're feeling bad about it, you're building up resistance, you're fueling it. It's like a fire that's burning that you're pouring fuel into, and then it's gonna blow up, right? It's gonna continue, you're gonna perpetuate it. Whereas if you just observe it, with time, it's gonna disappear on its own. And you're gonna manifest. That's what you do for any desire, for any opposing thoughts you have regarding a desire. You notice it. You don't identify with it. You try to, as much as possible. Ego death is not about not having an ego. We're in physical reality. We're gonna have an ego mind. We need it, right? But it's about noticing this empowering ego mind at work. It's noticing it. It's not gonna die. You just notice and be in that awareness. And in that, you're automatically stepping into the I am state, the operant power within you, that gentle, loving awareness that has no judgment. This is a very important video, and I'm really glad that my client brought that up. I actually stopped telling clients when to expect their manifestation because there is no limit to when you can get it. But I noticed that a lot of the time speaking about the time creates a lot of resistance for people. And so that's not the purpose in any shape or form. I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, then please like, comment, and share. And I look forward to seeing you again in the next video.